Human judgment is often less objective than it appears. What people consider good, bad, or appropriate is shaped by their experiences, desires, and limitations. As individuals age, their relationship to pleasure, especially physical or sensual pleasure, changes. This shift not only affects their personal lives, but can also influence how they evaluate the behavior of others, particularly younger people. When unrecognized, it can subtly distort judgment and even shape restrictive policies. With aging comes a decline in certain intensities: physical energy, sexual drive, and the pursuit of novelty. In response, the mind adapts by reorganizing its values. Pleasures that were once central may begin to feel less meaningful or even unnecessary. This is usually not a conscious decision, but a psychological adjustment that helps maintain balance. However, it can also lead to a quiet redefinition of what is considered worthwhile. When something is no longer accessible, the mind may unconsciously downgrade its value. What was once natural may now appear excessive or distracting. Leisure can be seen as laziness, sensuality as indulgence, and emotional openness as weakness. These reinterpretations help the individual adjust, but they are shaped by loss, even if that loss is not acknowledged. The issue becomes more significant when individuals in this stage of life hold authority. A leader or policymaker who has undergone this shift may begin to project their revised values outward, assuming that what no longer feels important to them should not matter to others. This can lead to decisions that prioritize discipline, restraint, and productivity over pleasure or freedom. For instance, longer working hours may be justified as character building, while time for rest may be dismissed as unnecessary. Rules may become stricter not because they are clearly needed, but because they align with a personal sense of order. These judgments are often framed in moral or practical terms, making them appear objective even when they are not. Underlying this process can be a subtle, unacknowledged sense of loss. When people lose access to certain pleasures, tension may arise between who they once were and who they are now. If this tension remains unexamined, it may express itself indirectly, often through projection. The belief that if something no longer holds value for oneself, it should not hold value for others. This pattern is not universal. Many older individuals become more empathetic and open-minded. However, the risk of distortion increases when personal changes go unexamined and when authority allows those changes to influence others. Ultimately, the issue is not age, but the tendency to treat personal perspective as universal truth. A more balanced approach requires awareness of one's own changes and limitations. Recognizing that what feels unimportant now may still matter to others helps prevent personal adaptation from becoming unfair judgment. The loss of pleasure in old age does not inevitably lead to restrictive thinking, but it can create conditions for bias. The difference lies in awareness. Where there is awareness, there is fairness. Where there is none, personal experience can quietly harden into rules that shape the lives of others.